again. Welcome to another episode of
Science at Home.
We're going to take you on a tour of our garden experiment. And Shelly, you want to come along?
Yes. Yeah.
Great. We're bringing both Shellys along, and why don't you join us too? Our first stop is going to be in the greenhouse. So let's head inside. This little door down here used to be where our pet cat would go inside. She had a collar that only she could go inside, but once a raccoon followed her inside here, so she and a raccoon were together inside the greenhouse. And in here we have planted things that really like heat because it gets very hot. The greenhouse effect in here is that the temperature is very, very hot. So we have some peppers. We have some tomatoes. Tomatoes really like the heat. And we planted some beets as well. So,
ooh, sparkly.
Ouch! Yeah, so actually this copper, while it looks really sparkly, is designed to keep the banana slugs out. We have a lot of banana slugs that live in our backyard and they do not like to cross this copper. So we placed it right around the edges. All right, shall we head out of the greenhouse? Getting kind of hot in here.
Yeah.
Whew, that's better, a little fresh air. So out here we planted the same beets because we wanted to compare the beets by planting them in different locations and see what they liked the best. So far the ones in the greenhouse and the ones out here seem to be about the same. But wait till we show you the beets that we planted inside our house. Those are doing really, really well. So here we have the plants that don't require as much heat as the tomatoes and the peppers, but also do like full sun. Ready for our next stop? Come along. Yummy plums, my favorite.
Well, my dad was actually trimming the plum tree, and I picked all of these plums for the squirrels.
Does that mean I can't have them?
Yeah, but there's a lot downstairs. You can have those.
Great. So we're in location number 3. The difference here is that it's sloped, so there's a lot of drainage. Drainage means that when you water it, the roots don't hold the water for very long. And some plants really prefer that. So shall we go up? Oh, and also these are the beets that we're gonna plant and see if they like this location. It has a lot more direct sunlight, and so it'll be interesting just to see how things do over here. These are our squash mounds. Squash really need good drainage. If their roots sit in water too much, they actually get moldy, or their leaves get moldy. So we've got some great squash.
That doesn't smell like squash.
Yes, so this rose-scented geranium, it's interesting. We're doing an experiment with growing from clippings. So I didn't buy this from the plant nursery. I clipped it, put it in water, and then roots formed, and then we're planting that. And it's another different way without using seeds that plants can grow. Ooh, colorful. What is this?
Well, that is actually sage. It's a multicolored sage, which means it has 3 different types of colors. Red, yellow, and green.
Delicious. So we actually love to make brown sage butter and add it to squash ravioli. And so if all goes well, fingers crossed, we'll actually have a whole meal in our backyard. Now we're gonna go to our final location inside our house. Welcome inside to our 4th and final location. So these plants are growing with artificial light. That means fake light. So every night we turn on these lights and we flip them down so that they are going onto the leaves of the plant so they can do photosynthesis. You might remember that song that we learned. Photosynthesis, plants make their own food like this. And then this light is really cool. So the red light actually communicates with the plant to make more fruits, and you can change it to blue light, and the blue light actually tells the plant to do more germination. Germination is like more sprouting, especially when seeds sprout, germination. And then you can mix the red and the blue to make a purple light and tell the plants both things. So, yum, blueberries.
This is our blueberry bush. Look at how many ripe blueberries it has. It has quite really big leaves, and they might be a little bit diseased because they're a little bit warped and wrinkly. Right next to it there is our younger blueberry plant, which you might notice has a little different leaves. They're a little longer and skinnier. This one won't be making blueberries quite soon.
Great. And then over here we have our beets. And the beets are definitely doing the best here with the indoor artificial lighting. They're getting 9 straight hours of light compared to the ones outdoors that sometimes it's foggy or cloudy. And the parsnips are all the way at the opposite end are doing so much better inside than outside. So the experiment continues. Thanks for joining us.
Bye!